What's up, guys? Anton here from Dropship Lifestyle, and what you see behind me has basically been my project for about the past day and a half. I really ripped apart like all the tech stuff I had for creating course content and creating YouTube videos, took a bunch of stuff out of the closet, reworked it all, and put it in a way that is designed to help me be able to be more creative, to instantly get to recording, primarily because I'm updating some content in our coaching program in the Dropship Blueprint. So that's why I really had the motivation to get this done. But a cool side effect of that is now whenever I have an idea for a YouTube video, which I have lots of, instead of thinking, do I want to take out a camera and set up a light and get the microphone working? Now it's not a matter of that hesitation. It's just, I tell Alexa to turn everything on, sit down, can record a video, have it on YouTube within like 20 minutes. So I don't know, for me, I think that's really cool. I think it's really interesting. So what I wanted to do in this video is kind of do like a little behind the scenes, if you're curious as to where the new content will be created, and also talk about some of the tech stuff. I don't know if you know this, but like one of the few things that I spend money on that's material is technology, and this definitely isn't a place where I skimp out. So I'll take you through some of that. Maybe you're interested in creating your own content, whether that be on YouTube, whether that be even for ads. I do a lot here. So what I'll do is switch the camera around. I'll show this off, and yeah, hopefully it can inspire you, or again, at the very least, show you where I get stuff done when it comes to content. So basically what I did was just take a section of our studio and just really build this out so it doesn't have to come down. And again, this is where I can focus on everything. So this is a section of a flex space we have that's half office, half warehouse. This isn't where I actually like work, but this is where I will be able to create that content. So I went with a 2-desk setup here. They are both standing desks, but this one, I've in the past used it as a standing desk, and when it has too much stuff on it, it kind of creaks, and I don't know, especially with cameras and heavy stuff mounted on it, I don't use it for that. So this one here is the standing desk for when I'm doing calls, whether that be on Zoom or a webinar or a coaching call, where I want to stand but still have everything, set up and not have to worry about, again, having things break, because in the past that was an issue. It was something that would slow me down from creating. So remove that right away, have both options, and yeah, that's a win for me. So you'll see on the walls I have some kind of sound dampening. And by the way, I do love technology, but I'm by no means an expert. So I'm sure anyone that's actually good at this stuff can give me a million corrections and room for things I can improve on. Yeah, let me know, because I'm up for it. I always love learning. But in the back, we do have these sound blankets. And again, that's kind of to deaden the sound. This is being recorded on an iPhone right now, so who knows if that helps at all. But where it primarily helps is with the actual microphones when I'm recording. So another thing that I've done personally for making life easier is use shotgun mics. So this one on the main setup is a Sennheiser. It's the one MKBHD uses, so whatever that is, he's the best, so I take his advice on that. And yeah, this one is connected to my computer here. This is the MacBook Pro 14, the newer one, the M1 Max. And I have, not a one cable connection, but a lot of power coming to it and going from it. So it's hooked up there. And what's cool about that is I don't need to pull a microphone over to my face and have it blocking my view of what I'm working on. Now I could just sit down, talk. It's a perfect position for me, and it just happens, right? Don't need to worry about these extra things. No batteries, nothing like that. Now, another huge quality of life improvement that is definitely helpful in getting me to be creative and just go rather than being slowed down is to do everything off this computer when it comes to content. So this is a computer that when I'm working in my actual office in the studio, literally I unplug it, bring it there, plug it into a ultra-wide monitor I have, work off it, so everything is just in the same place. And I can just bring it here, plug everything in, and then, for the whatever it is, 30 minutes, an hour, I'm creating content, it's all on the same device. I don't have to update apps in different places. I don't need to remember passwords. It's all just there. So coming off that, let's do the monitors first, I guess, the display is. So this is one of the LG 24 ultrafine displays that Mac sold when they discontinued their original Thunderbolt display. Not the original, but whatever the one was a few years ago. Awesome monitor, small, but perfect for screen shares. So when I'm recording videos and I want to share something, on a website, if I'm doing research, perfect size, nothing looks stretched or too small. So that's mainly what I use that one for. I do have a teleprompter here in the middle. You can probably see that. Hi, but that is not for I don't read scripts or anything, which you can probably tell if you watch any of my content. But what I like this for is if I'm sharing something on the screen, or if I'm doing a Zoom call, and I'll sit down for a minute and I want to pull the person up on screen that I'm talking to on Zoom, I can have their face right there. My camera's behind that. That way I could make Zoom eye contact, right? So pretty cool, have that right there. And then going over to the next monitor, we have this one. This is the LG 5K 2K. It's a beast of a monitor. I like having the widescreen just so I can have whatever I need pulled up and not have to have a million different windows open or a million different tabs. I could have any reference materials there as I'm creating content. And then of course the display, this display is insanely accurate. It's amazing. So what else for displays? Oh, this is just an iPad Pro. And this I don't use as a display. I use it as an input source. So let me actually, let's share some more stuff on the desk first, and then we'll jump into how it works, and I'll share from the computer over here. And by the way, the camera that's behind the teleprompter is a Canon EOS R. And then over here, there's another one that's another Canon EOS R. And then just have, headphones, which I don't usually use when I'm recording stuff, but AirPods, Sony XM4s, I love those. Here I have Rodecaster Pro. Right now I just have one mic going into it. That is the shotgun mic again. But what I had done in the past was use different mics for different situations. So this can hold up to 4 mics, great for recording with multiple people, or if you just want different input sources. And then this here is called the ATEM, I think this is, ATEM Mini Extreme ISO, the one I have. And here, I'll show this on the screen. That's what the main camera is recording. But then we can go in the reverse and go back and forth. So it's a switcher, and it works really well. Again, makes life easier. And then what else is on the desk? Just an Anchor, I don't even know what you call these, a USB hub that I can plug a bunch of stuff into. When I plug everything in, it fails. That's why I don't have a one cable solution. Use the MX Master 3 mouse. I love this mouse. I have, I think, 3 of them. I have one here. I have one in my office over there. I have one at home. And then here I have the Stream Deck. And this is really, really cool. This is the XL version. So you could have more buttons. You could see I don't use them all, but I like that I can have space in between. I can line them how I want them, so I'm not, hitting the wrong thing by accident. Okay, so let me jump into the computer now and do the screen share and show you what this looks like when I record and what the finished product looks like that you'll be seeing coming out. Oh, I guess I should do lighting before we do that, because we'll jump into the computer. So here I have 2 aperture lights, 120Ds. This is a LED panel light with a soft box on the bottom, and then I have a ring light up there for the hair light, and then that's just the background. And honestly, sometimes I just sit there, read books, pull up content on the TV if I'm looking just to watch anything on TV or stream from YouTube, which is what I typically do. And let's jump into the computer. All right, welcome. This is what the videos are going to look like for the foreseeable future. And right now, what you're seeing being recorded is coming off that EOS R camera that's behind that teleprompter. Now, right now, I can only see myself, but like I showed you before, whatever I have on my main screen gets duplicated up there. Now, here's where this gets really cool and where things become super efficient for me and how this allows me to create more. Again, main reason is everything's already set up, but I wanted to go above and beyond. So what I use is a software called Ecamm. It's for Mac only, but it's called ECAMM. And I have that hooked up with my Stream Deck so I can switch what I'm sharing. For example, let's say I wanted to share that screen that I showed you before, the LG 24 Ultrafine 4K, whatever it's called. I can click a button there and boom, now that screen is pulled up. Let's say I want to be on screen while I'm sharing that. Hi, here I am down here, right? So instead of recording all these different files and sending them to our editor who then has to mix it all together, I can just push these buttons and I can go to the exact shot that I want to go to without this slowdown. Now, I showed you the iPad before. That's another cool thing I have set up, because you'll know this if you're a member of my coaching program. On my monthly calls that I host and take questions on for 3 hours, we get a lot of questions that I like to explain the answers by drawing out. So I push that button. Now I have my camera on, I have my iPad pulled up, and I can use it and literally whatever I want to do, I can draw it out, I can go through examples, I can take time to share these visual representations of whatever it is I'm discussing without having to use all this extra editing software after doing the call or after making the video. And then also, again, this helps for YouTube, but the main thing for me is for course content. Like now, if there's an update that has to happen, it's not this waiting game for members. I can sit down, do it all myself, and have the video uploaded almost instantaneously. Other thing I could show while I'm still sitting here is just that other camera angle. So if we go here, this is just like the back round now. I'll probably do something else with it, but I just wanted to show you what that looks like with that switcher, that ATEM. When I push the buttons on that, again, it goes back and forth through those two shots. And yeah, you know, the standing desk has a similar setup. I'll jump into that one quick, show you what that looks like. So here's that other camera at the standing desk. And what's good about this one, besides again being able to stand when I want to create content this way, is the fact that when I use other different types of reference materials in my videos and my trainings, for example, whiteboards, can literally just roll it out right here. We are good, we are set. I don't need to do anything extra. I can just get to recording, get to creating that valuable content. And listen, I know that content is more important than anything else, right? It's more important than cameras and lights and even audio. But the point is, for me, when I am creating, I really do need it to be simple on my end. I also need to enjoy it, and I definitely enjoy technology. So when I can blend that with my passion for creating, I think it's just gonna lead to even better content, even more content, and even more information for you to help you build a highly profitable semi-automated store. So that's the quick behind the scenes, guys. If anyone has any questions on this or feedback or suggestions, I would certainly love to hear it. You can let me know by leaving a comment below. And in terms of dropshipping content, that is coming soon. So next video, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming. If you're not subscribed yet, be sure to click that button. If you got value from this one, give it a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.